Hello and welcome to another episode of On Campus. I'm your host, Steven Babb. Today I'm joined by Matt Dudman. He is the Director of Commercial Music here at Solano, a new program to be offered with certificates coming soon. Matt, thank you for joining me today.
Oh, thanks so much for having me.
So for myself and those viewers out there, could you explain a little bit about the Commercial Music program?
Sure, it's really exciting. It's brand new. It's actually in development right now, but we've already started offering classes. Solano has offered limited sound recording classes for the last lot of years, over 10 years. But when I took over, 8 or 9 years ago, I decided to try to develop the program. We had just a couple of sound recording classes, and I wanted to kind of grow the program. So I've been developing more classes in the sound recording and related areas with the purpose of ultimately getting to certificates that people can earn, and even a major, or actually two majors. We're going to have, the commercial music program is going to have two parts to it. There will be the recording side, which is kind of engineering, technology, sound recording like you would think of someone in a studio, but also a business side where people can learn to be managers or work in the music industry.
Okay, so as a new student interested in this program, what kind of hands-on experience would they expect?
Okay, well that's part of the good, new, exciting news is we have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. They just remodeled all of the recording studio in Building 1200 here on the main campus, and we have a control room with a big mixing board like you see in pictures. I think actually we may even have something that we can show here showing the mixing board. That's the control room right there, up with the mixing board. And it is connected both visually, physically, literally, and with cables and audio connections to several other rooms. Immediately in front of the control room is a small tracking room where we can have a little band in there or a vocalist or something. And we can record that way. And right here on the screen we see one of the rooms to the side of the control room where it's a much larger room and we can have symphonies or full-on bands. Last semester, what you see here is a drummer with the Solano Jazz Band being mic'd up. Last semester we made a recording of the Solano Jazz Band. They had classes at the same time we had our recording class. And so while they were rehearsing for performances, we were recording them. We actually produced a song that the Solano Jazz Band performed by recording them. So on either side of the control room are very large rooms that are used for other classes as well, but for our purposes we can use them as large tracking rooms for a choir, say, or symphony or an orchestra. And so this is all new. They communicate with you can set up microphones in all the different rooms and record bands back into the control room. As well, we are working on getting a connection to the theater, so we can record the theater events as well in the recording studio. So it's all hooked up. It's all new equipment. It's really fun.
That's very cool. Speaking of equipment, I know here for the television broadcasting side, which I'm more familiar with, we've got a whole production room and control room. What kind of cool equipment do the students get to use in your program?
Okay, so we saw a shot of the control room. There's a brand new Avid mixing desk, the C24, which is state-of-the-art mixing board. We have a variety of microphones, Neumann, ribbon microphones from AEA, all kinds of Shure, and just a good selection of microphones. We've got that recording desk. We have Pro Tools, which is the state-of-the-art recording software. We've got some, we can see in the picture there, we're running the Avid C24 board with a student in the smaller tracking room recording vocals into, I think that's probably a Shure microphone. We also have, I think I have a shot there of some of our premier outboard equipment. Yeah, right there. That's Rupert Neve audio preamps and summing mixers there. We also have, and students can use everything there is. There's no limitation on use of the equipment while they're in class. And we use it all, believe me. We also have a MIDI lab where once we have started a production in the control room in the recording studios, then students can take the materials, what we've recorded, and take them into our MIDI lab, which there's a picture there. And we have 15 stations that they can work at individually. They can put on headphones, and we have Pro Tools on each one of those systems, so they can bring the audio in and edit it and mix it, or even work on other projects, whatever they want to do. in there. And we hold class in there teaching people how to work the equipment, basically how to record, how to do MIDI, all that kind of stuff.
No, that sounds amazing. So I'm actually getting pretty interested in this program as we sit here. Where there'll be classes offered this fall, and what are the different class names that will be available to incoming students, and then how would we go about finding out more information?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked, Stephen. There's a little bit of a trick to it, but it's not a mountain. It's just something small that we can get over. So there are historically the classes are Music 52, which is sound recording, and that can be repeated as Music 53. It's the same class. It's a basic sound recording class. And then there's Music 61, which is a MIDI specific class. Those are still offered, no prerequisites. It's pretty easy to get into those classes and to sign up. Now this fall we are starting to offer advanced sound recording classes, and it's the 66 series. I think it's going to be 66A and 66C, which is mixing and mastering is one of them, and signal processing is the other. It's advanced sound recording classes. Now those technically require that someone has already taken a basic class, but I'm waiving that requirement this fall. So there may be some registrar games that we have to play, but I'll be giving out ad codes to folks that want to take any of those classes, whether there's a prerequisite or not. They may not be able to immediately sign up online, but they can come through me and I'll give out ad codes. So we'll have those additional advanced sound recording classes in the fall, and we'll be using all the equipment that we've been seeing in the pictures here.
That sounds amazing. I'm definitely going to look into that and make sure my schedule will be able to fit that.
Yeah,
because,
great.
Just want to be well balanced with the TV side and also the sound side with the recording and production.
Well, there's a natural integration there, I think, with TV and audio. So
yeah, I agree. So that's going to do it for our time here on this episode of On Campus. So please be sure to check out all the new classes that will be offered here at Solano this fall in music production and with commercial music. I'd like to thank my guest today, Matt Dudman, the Director of Commercial Music here at Solano, and I'm your host, Steven Babb.
Thank you, Steven.